Josh Green here for SecondsOut. Delighted to be joined by Adam Azim in the lead up to your fight against Franck Petitjean on November the 18th. How you doing, Adam?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Big opportunity for yourself stepping up to European level so early on in your career. What makes you think it's the right time to do it?
It's definitely the right time. The Fanyan fight, obviously, that's where I got the experience, fighting a European fighter. I thought I had two hard fights already. And this is another, obviously hard fight as well. But I feel like, that EBU title is just there, and I need to take it. So,
what threats is he going to offer? He's obviously got a few defeats on the record, but just one by knockout. What do you believe he's going to offer?
He's just the only threat he actually got is just experience. He's obviously a durable opponent. He's lost 6 times, so he knows what it's like when someone loses. He's got a winning mentality to win the EBU back as well. So I just feel like my job is to win that EBU title and hopefully bring it back to UK.
Speaking to him earlier, that's one thing that he stated. Experience is on his side. 35 years of age, been at that level for quite a while now. Whereas you're stepping up. You don't believe that's going to be an issue at all?
Not at all. I feel like the Fanyan fight was more harder than this fight. But I always fight everyone that. Every person I fight, I always think about world title first. Like in my head, this guy's in my way to a world title, and I need to push him and beat him to get to the world title. So, but I don't underestimate him. He's a good opponent, but I feel like I can do him in the night.
What's the mood like in the gym at the moment? Ellie Scotney retained her world title just a couple of weeks ago. CBS holding that world title as well. It's going to be a good atmosphere in there, surely.
It's going to be brilliant. Like Chris winning a WBO world title, then you got Ellie winning the IBF, then you got Caroline as well, who just won the IBO world title. So obviously the gym's got all world titleists. I've just got to win the EBU title. Hopefully I'll just get up there and hopefully win a world title one day myself.
How much does that inspire you, seeing those guys get into that level? Because you're obviously a few fights away from that, but seeing what they've achieved, and you must think, look, I'm not that far away now.
100%. Them lot being in the gym, they've been crafting, and if they can do it, then I can do it. They're also we're all like family there, and it's good to learn from each other. Like even from myself, I learned a lot from Chris, Ellie, and Caroline in the gym as well. I've seen it myself, and hopefully, looking at them, I want to do the exact same thing when I win a world title. So.
Since you started your career, as in the media, we've taken a big interest in yourself. You've been one of the biggest talents here in the UK. How do you deal with that? Because there's a lot of media spotlight on yourself.
It's all media attention. It comes along with the package where you have to do the media. Obviously Sky Sports are massive. They're backing me. Boxer as well, they're massive. So it all comes with it, and I deal with it quite calmly. I can do it because I'm quite used to it now.
Does extra pressure come with all that side of it?
To be honest, not really. Like my job is to get the win, get the knockout, and hopefully keep entertaining the fans.
I mentioned Ellie Scotney before. What were your thoughts on her defence and her performance? Dominant over the rounds to get to the decision, really.
Yeah, she outpointed her opponent. She boxed really well. It was hard to look good against an opponent like that, but she made it look so easy as well. She looked quite good as well. She boxed really well. Caroline was phenomenal on her fight as well. She was great. I think she dropped her opponent twice. She looked amazing as well. So she's both of them boxed well. So
whenever we speak to you, we often speak about Dalton Smith as well. I'm sure you're sick of hearing his name. How far away do you think that fight is? Because you're both on a very, very similar level at the moment, and I think lots of fans look at that matchup and mouth water, and it's a cracking matchup.
Yeah, it's definitely a great matchup. But my thing is to win the EBU title, and he's got, obviously we got ambitions to become world champions. It doesn't make sense to have the fight now. It's good to make the sense when we both have world titles and make it into a big, massive stadium fight. It could be like, obviously Carl Froch versus George Groves, something like that. So it'd be good.
Talk about stadium fight. Where is the dream venue for yourself?
Liverpool, Anfield, or Wembley Stadium. One of them two. Yeah.
Two pretty good choices, I have to say. I do want to speak to you about a couple of fights that have been announced recently, starting with Devin, Haney and Regis Prograis. I think a big step up for, not a big step up, but a big challenge definitely for Devin Haney. Regis Prograis proved a lot over his career. How do you see that one going?
Regis Prograis is a great fighter. I just feel like he's not the same anymore. I think Haney will beat him on points. I don't think Haney will stop him, but I think he'll beat him on points. He actually might be better at, obviously, 140 because he's coming up from 135. So I feel like Haney's good enough to just beat him on points. So.
Do you think with Devin Haney, he's fought people at the right time? You think about the last fight against Lomachenko, you think about Jorge Linares as well. He's fighting people at the right time. Do you think he's vulnerable to anybody?
He definitely lost that last fight. There's no way, even though obviously Lomachenko's he's old and people said he's done that. He definitely lost that last fight. Lomachenko beat him comfortably and beat him every single round. So I don't think Haney won even a single round in my opinion. So.
We've got another big fight this weekend. Big fight in some people's eyes, maybe not in others. KSI against Tommy Fury. How do you see it going? And are you interested in it?
To be honest, Tommy is my friend as well, so I know Tommy quite well. He's really nice as well. So I'm going with my boy Tommy by knockout. I think he's going to knock KSI out. So yeah, I think so, 100%.
Do you think KSI offers any sort of threat in that fight? Because there's a very, very different level in their experience levels.
I don't think KSI is a threat to anyone. I think he's quite good what he's good at, but Tommy Fury knocks him out all day. So I remember laughing because I know Tommy's going to knock him out. So.
Do you think Tommy should stay in that sort of sphere, in that misfit? So do you think he's got the ability to go on and claim titles in the professional code?
He can do it. He's just obviously it makes sense for him. Obviously when you look at the fights he's having in the boxing side, he's getting a lot of viewership by himself, but when you look at the other side, he's getting a massive exposure. KSI is a massive name, and all YouTube's got massive names, and the money's there, the money's right for them. So I just feel like Tommy Fury beats everyone in that stable of misfits.
You obviously want to make your name in regular boxing, as we call it, but does it worry you at all that events like that, events like maybe you would say Francis Ngannou against Tyson Fury, they're the ones that are really garnering all the attention at the moment? Does that worry you at all?
To be honest, not really. My job is to obviously become world champion. That's my ambitions. I've also got a couple of friends who's fighting on the misfit. Kenny's fighting on the misfit. Very good friend of mine as well. We kept in contact, on socials. He's really nice as well. He's actually a good boxer as well. So him to be on misfit, he's a good boxer. But I could see him going towards the boxing side one day because he's quite good. So.
Final one for you. I know we're a few weeks away yet, but just give us a prediction for November the 18th.
Adam Azim knockout.
That's what we like to hear. Cheers.
100. That's it.